2025 was sort of a slow year for Mario. We got Mario Kart World, which launched with the Switch 2, and we got the Mario Galaxy remasters, but that was basically it, and the Mario Galaxy remasters are just that, remasters. We only got one new game this year, and we also got the Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 edition, but I don't really count that. So I think this means that 2026 is set up to be a big year for Mario. We already know that the Mario Galaxy movie is coming out, we know about the new Mario Tennis game, but that can't be it for the first full year of the Switch 2. If you go back just a decade, we were getting a lot more Mario games per year. And it doesn't always mean that more games means they're better. Like in 2023, we only got 2 games in Mario Wonder and Super Mario RPG The Remake, and they were both great games. But I know a lot of people like myself were a little disappointed by Mario Kart World. Like, I like the game, but it definitely left a lot of room for improvement. And then I have not played the Mario Galaxy remasters yet. I just don't think it's worth it for the price for games I already have. But I want to go over some possible ideas for what 2026 will have in store based on what we've seen over the past couple of years. And also, I'm approaching 80,000 subs, so be sure to subscribe. And if you want to see my video ranking every Mario game ever made, you can check that, link in the description. So anyway, what are we getting in 2026 besides Mario Tennis Fever? I bring this up in every video, but a new 3D Mario has to be coming. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza is not the next 3D Mario. Someone's probably going to say, well, we got Donkey Kong Bonanza this year, so that's the big Mario game. And it's not a Mario game. It's a great game. I love Donkey Kong Bonanza, but it just doesn't satisfy getting a 3D Mario because it's still a very different game. And it makes a lot of sense why one didn't come out in 2025 for 2 reasons. One is that, of course, Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. That was their big new 3D platformer. They're not going to have them compete with each other. And the Mario Galaxy remasters, like, it wouldn't make any sense to release those and then release a brand new 3D Mario. So that's why I think there wouldn't be one for at least another year, like towards the end of 2026, because that'll mark 9 years since the last brand new full 3D Mario. And that's honestly kind of hard to believe. I think it's just a matter of when, like, is it going to be 2026 or 2027? Because I think by the end of the year, sales will have been long slowed down for Donkey Kong Bonanza and the Mario Galaxy collection, and they'll need a brand new game for the Christmas season. They always have their big games at the end of the year. This year they had Kirby Air Riders, they're going to have Metroid Prime 4, there's Pokemon, but also 2 of those games are not Switch 2 games. Like, they're on the Switch 2, they have Switch 2 versions, but they're also made for the original Switch. Nintendo's going to want to have a big game in a big franchise to really sell the Switch 2. And yeah, the Switch 2 is selling very well, but you can't just rely on a strong first year. You have to continue supporting the system. Like, there's probably a lot of people that will not buy the Switch 2 until a new Mario or a new Zelda game come out. And I think there's absolutely no chance we get a brand new 3D Zelda. Like, that just would make no sense only 4 years after Tears of the Kingdom. With how long these games take now, I could see a Zelda remake, but that's a topic for another video. Alright, so we've talked about 3D Mario, like, that's the obvious one. But what else? In another video, I talked about a potential Mario RPG 2, a potential Paper Mario, a potential Mario Super Sluggers, and I think those are all good possibilities. I think there's a good chance we're not going to get another Mario Sports games. We're already getting a Mario Tennis, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's it for the year for Mario Sports. But let's look at 2017 for the Switch. Like, that was the first year that the Switch was on the market, and we got Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, that's a really good lineup, even if one of them is basically just an upgraded version of a Wii U game. And in 2017, we got other games. Like, we got Mario Party Superstars, Mario Party The Top 100, Mario & Luigi's Superstar Saga Bowser's Minions. So those were 3DS games, so they were kind of irrelevant at the time. The next year in 2018, it was actually a very slow year. We got Mario Tennis Aces and Super Mario Party. But by that point, we already had the big Mario game for the Switch, so it makes sense. And there's just a lot going on in 2026. Like, obviously, the Mario Galaxy movie, it has nothing to do with games that we know of, but it just means Mario's going to get a lot more attention next year, and I think it would be dumb for Nintendo to not take advantage of this, to not release a new game, even if it has nothing to do with the Mario Galaxy movie, to not release a new game when people are talking about Mario, because this movie is going to gross a lot of money. Like, the original Mario movie grossed a lot of money, and the Mario Galaxy movie is going to do the same. And with the new system out, like, let's say someone sees the Mario movie and says, oh, that new 3D Mario game that's coming out looks interesting, I might have to pick up a Switch 2 for that. Like, I think that only makes sense. And even if it's not a new 3D Mario, like, maybe a new Mario RPG, maybe a new Mario Party, even though I think that's unlikely because we got the Jamboree Switch 2 edition. Maybe a completely new game. That's an idea I've been thinking of. I'm not exactly sure what it would be, but think, when was the last time we got just a brand new kind of Mario game? Like, something not a sequel, not an existing series. Really, the last thing I could think of would be Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle all the way in 2017. Like, that was a brand new series. There was nothing like it before. So it's been a long time. It's going to be 9 years next year since we've got like a brand new Mario series. So I think that's a very good likelihood for Nintendo's new system. Or I shouldn't even say super new at that point, because it's going to be a year since the Switch 2 came out. But still, in console years, that is still pretty new. And an idea that I had, which I'm not entirely sure if it'll happen because we're getting like the Pokemon game like this, is we've never had a kind of Mario simulation game. Like, we've gotten Mario games in pretty much every genre, but we've never gotten a Mario simulation game. I don't think it'll happen next year because we're getting Tomodachi Life, we're getting the new Pokemon, whatever it's called. But I think that's an idea that could happen in the future. But for next year specifically, I could see some sort of maybe like multiplayer game, like not necessarily a battle royale, even though I think that would be a cool idea for Mario. Like, besides Super Mario 35, we already got that, but like something more fleshed out, like a big open world Mario battle royale. But what if they do something in space? Like, there's already going to be a lot of talk about Mario Galaxy in space, so what if they do something like in space, like an exploration kind of game, like not like a platformer, but think something like No Man's Sky, like not exactly like that, but a Mario game that takes place in space where you can find other players. I don't know exactly how that would work, but that's an idea I had. I think maybe a kind of Mario puzzle game as well. Like Mario vs. Donkey Kong, it's a great puzzle game. Maybe something a little different than that. Like, we've got a Mario Picross, so that's another puzzle game. I'm sure a lot of you probably have your own ideas, so I want to know in the comments what you're thinking here. But besides that, another thing I talked about in another video recently was maybe a Super Mario RPG 2. Because maybe you could say, there's been a lot for 3D Mario, even if it hasn't been brand new full game, so we're not getting that in 2026. We got a new Paper Mario or Paper Mario Remake in 2024, so we're not getting that. We got a Mario & Luigi in 2024, we're not getting that. We're getting a new Mario sports game already, we're not getting that. But what about Super Mario RPG 2? We got the remake in 2022, so it'll be 4 years old. And it's a game that has not gotten a sequel. Like, it came out in 95, 96, and all that we've gotten since was Mario RPG Remake on Switch. So that's something I'd personally love to see. I think it sold pretty well. So I think Nintendo knows that people want to see more of this game or more of this style of game. And usually we do get a new Mario RPG every couple years. Like in 2025, we didn't get anything. 24, we got obviously Brothership and Thousand Year Door. Then the Mario RPG Remake in 2023. We got Sparks of Hope in 22. We got Origami King in 2020. In 2018, all we got was Bowser's Inside Story Remake. 2017, we got Superstar Saga Remake and Kingdom Battle. 2016 was kind of a disaster. We got Color Splash and Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. So the point is, there has literally never been 2 years or more without a new Mario RPG of some kind. So whether it's going to be a remake, a Paper Mario, a Mario RPG 2, something completely new, like Nintendo would have to break a tradition going back to like 2015, I think. Actually, no, scratch that, longer than that, because in 2015, we got Puzzles & Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition, and then 2013, we got Dream Team, 2012, we got Sticker Star. So yeah, pretty much going back to like when Superstar Saga came out, we've gotten a new Mario RPG within 2 years. We've never went longer than that, I don't think. So either Nintendo is going to break a 20-plus-year-old tradition of that, or more than likely, we're getting a Mario RPG. And this is something I might talk about more in another video, but I think this is the likeliest thing. Like, if you had to bet on one kind of Mario game coming to the Switch 2 next year, I think Mario RPG would be a safe bet. 3D Mario, I'd like to think that it's coming next year, but at this point, who knows with Nintendo because it's been so long. But anyway, what are your ideas for a new Mario game? What do you think we're going to get on Switch 2 for Mario in 2026? Let me know in the comments, and also be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this. This has been Domain with Game Domain. Thank you for watching.